Miss Ashley here, and welcome to another Crafts at Home program. I am not outside today as it's a little bit surprisingly cold and rainy, so I am filming from inside my house. Today I'm going to show you how to make your very own window clings. You know those things that you get at the dollar store or perhaps in the dollar bins at Target around the holidays? They're those little, it's like they're stickers, but they're wiggly and they're like Jello, and you put them up on the window and often they fall off in a matter of hours. Those things, that's what I have to show you today. All you're gonna need is some glue. I think we have plenty here to share with, the whole neighborhood. Clear glue works as well. Food coloring, which you're gonna mix into the glue with some dish soap, and then you're gonna paint your glue, your colored glue, on any design that you like. I printed up some of my kids' favorite things and I put them inside these plastic sheet protectors. So what you do is you just color over the design like this and you let them dry, and then you peel them off and you stick them on your window. It's great. So what do you guys say? This is a really easy craft. It's fun for the whole family and it's a great way to pass an afternoon. I'll show you how to do it. Let's go. The first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to gather your materials. As I mentioned before, I had a whole bunch of Elmer's white glue, and that's what I used for this craft. I'm pretty sure you can use the clear glue. I haven't tested it myself, but if you do and it doesn't work, please let me know. Who knows, it might even work better than the white glue. You're also going to need some dish soap and some food coloring. Now, I didn't have any food coloring, and the website that I consulted for this DIY craft used actually gel food coloring. So if you have either of those, that's going to work just fine. I happen to have some liquid watercolor on hand from work at the library, so I used that and it seemed to work out pretty well. Next, you're going to want to select your design. You can print clip art off the internet, or you can draw on paper. And whatever you do, you're going to end up putting your paper inside the sheet protector, because the sheet protector is what you're going to paint on, not the paper. If you paint on the paper, it won't come off. You might also choose just to create a design without having any images inside the sheet protector, and that works too. Do whatever you feel inspired to do, make whatever you feel inspired to make, and let your children lead the way. I decided to start off with a simple rainbow and clouds, and my son Abel, unsurprisingly, chose a giant spider. Next, you're going to want to prepare your glue, and the ratio is really 1 tablespoon of glue with 1 drop of dish soap and however many drops of food coloring or pigmentation, watercolor, etc. that you like to create the hue that you're going for. Honestly, I didn't use a measuring spoon. I just sort of eyeballed it. I just tried to keep that general ratio and added as much color as I wanted. I will say that after the fact, more color is better than not quite enough, because it dries a little bit fainter actually than it looks when the paint or glue is wet. And another thing to keep in mind is that a little bit goes a long way. The first big bowl of paint that we made, the blue paint that we made, was really way more than we needed. So feel free to just do a little bit at a time, and if you need to make more, you can always make more. Then all you have to do is get painting. You don't have to make it super precise. As I said, it dries a little bit faint, so you're just going to use the image underneath as a guideline, but you can really go to town and decide to, give your spider 10 legs instead of 8 if that's what you feel like doing. It all is going to work out just fine. Another tip is to add your glue or paint on the thicker side. These end up being much thinner than the clings that you'll find in the store. So to avoid tearing your clings when you are removing them from the sheet protectors once they're dry, and to also ensure that the colors are nice and bright and distinct from one another, I would recommend putting a fair amount of glue on before letting them dry. This is a picture of my rainbow before I realized that I should probably add a little bit more color to it. And this is a picture of my rainbow after I added a fair amount more. One other thing that you should keep in mind is that these clings only stick to the window on their back side, so the side that's actually touching the sheet protector. So if you are including text in your designs and you want to be sure that people on the other side of the window can read them, don't forget to flip or reverse your text so that everybody can read them and not just you from inside your house. Once you're done applying the paint, you're going to want to let them dry for at least 2 to 4 hours. I let mine dry overnight, and as you can tell, these clings are much thinner than the ones that you buy in the store, so just be careful when you're pulling them off that you don't rip them on accident. All in all, I think these window clings turned out really, really well. My son was particularly impressed with how his spider turned out. That's a staged reenactment of his delight and surprise when I put the window cling on the window for him. He was really happy with the way it turned out, and hopefully so will your children be. So what do you guys think? You gonna make some window clings at home together as a family? If you do, I hope you'll take a picture and share them with us. Miss Donna and I would love to see your creations. You can either email us or send it to us via direct message on Instagram or Facebook. This is actually our very last Craft at Home program for the summer reading program this summer. What we have next month, Miss Donna and I are going to alternate doing cooking at home projects. So you have that to look forward to. There will be no Zoom story time this week because of the long holiday weekend, but they'll resume the week after. Thank you so much for joining me again. My name is Miss Ashley, and this was a Craft at Home program that's part of the Burbank Public Library's summer reading program. Hope everybody has a great week and a wonderful holiday weekend, and we'll see you around.